This one had to be made after this. And policies do change, job descriptions do change. My wife changes my job description all the time.
So is the action to take to obsolete these two documents and rewrite one that reflects reality?
Yes,
Well, we need a copy of the personnel pay classification because that's where this comes from, I think. So in order to do ordinances to update that policy,
Should we make
but it is in, that's where it comes from, right?
I got
The
this
job
one.
descriptions come out of that.
There's two big books. One has that your jury policy, and the other has this with
Right.
an addition to pay scale.
Right. And the only
We
way
had an
to
ordinance for the pay scale and to take away their health insurance, part of their health insurance and everything, but they didn't have an ordinance for that.
for the job description. So that, Alex, for some reason, you're Eric and not Ed. But I think that's another thing that we may need to be looking at to make sure that that is updated.
Sure.
Because this was from 2000, I believe.
This is from 2000.
But then he has a newer one.
it says
that-
nothing about
that-
the sewer pipes because that's, the new one says nothing about repair sewer pipes, maintains waste water pumping stations, because the city sold that full of it.
So my first question would be is timing. You've got a code enforcement board that's been created. We do know in October of 2017. So you create a whole new list of responsibilities where before, under your nuisance code, your mayor kind of handled everything. And then I assume if this is something that was adopted at some point in time, someone would have had to implement serving notices, et cetera. And it's entirely possible that one hand wasn't talking to the other. So just like we kind of talked about, your nuisance ordinance gives full authority to the mayor, and then there's another ordinance that says you need to do it this way.
Right.
It's just the cross-referencing I kind of alluded to the last time we met, is that it happens. And from year to year, that institutional knowledge like you have from your city clerk, only this knowledge builds up over time that you have to relate back because you can never expect. And unfortunately, there's not tapes to read. You speak through your ordinances and your resolutions. Without that, or not codified, it didn't happen.
And I appreciate that you have an interest in helping to get those updated. I think that is really important. And this is just an example of that.
Is there a date in the job description and the books that these came out of? Is there a date of when they were enacted? Or it's just a book with 3 leaf holes put in it?
This one was on the one we found. Remember I brought that out this year? Someone had the ordinance.
From our standpoint, if it didn't become law, or in your case, if it didn't become part of your ordinance, it didn't become. So you can go back remedially and try to try to cure those, but good lawyers, people that are advocating on behalf of an employee, for example, let's just say hypothetically, we're all here for general discussion, the gentleman that's job is there says, wait a second, you're telling me to do something that I wasn't ordered to do, at least my job description, and I've got a real problem with you because you didn't pass the ordinance. And then who do you blame? Is it ourselves or is it the past administrations? Well, I was pretty good, at least in my time, of always blaming the past. So I recognize it's my responsibility as the president to try to make sure that it is done right. So if you all have policies, the good news is you only have a couple employees. You're not having to start from scratch with hundreds. It may be a discussion worth having amongst yourselves about what do you want to see the people who are working for the city doing.
Yeah, because we're not, Crittenden employees do not blacktop, chip in the city streets and roads and remove snow. We don't do that anymore, we hire that out. We don't paint lines on the road, center markers and passing lines for school bus zones. We don't do that, the state does that, or the county.
One of the things not to interrupt you, but I asked the person today here was how many parks do you have? And it was my understanding you don't actually have a park within the city that you own. but this relates to a park. So that's what happened, is you borrow language from somewhere else, and it doesn't quite work for your city. We can work on that. I mean, those are all issues that, common sense approach.
One last thing. Got an email today, I don't know what we're gonna call the brick house up the street, what do we call that? Is that the brick house up the street that we rent?
On the brick house.
So, everybody knows what I'm talking about. I was asked if the city could give that family an extension on the move-out date until June the 9th. They found a place to go, but the place wasn't empty yet. The place, I believe, is empty either today or tomorrow, and they're asking till June the 9th to vacate that residence and move to the new.
I don't have a problem with that. They got children, and here's the thing, they're still working on the trailer park up there. I don't know who you're supposed to, but you might want to see if they want to pay their rent for the past 2 months.
I was gonna ask about that.
They reneged on their rent the past 2 months. We do have a deposit, that we can keep it more, 1 month, but they're gonna leave, I'm sure they're probably gonna leave that place in a total mess. JD and some of the bowling pin guys went downstairs to try to run a camera through the lines to look at the plumbing, and there's quite a bit of garbage and debris, and so we're probably gonna have to use that deposit money to clean that place up. He's gonna help out and then get, stuff for the dumpsters, because I don't see him cleaning it, but I could be wrong. But it's up to council if you guys want to allow them to stay there on June 9th, but just to let you all know that that the rent's not been paid for the last 2 months.
I say we allow it because they've got kids. What's a few more days?
We're forcing them to move.
They're paying insurance on the house, right?
Right. We gave them a letter, it was about a 90-day letter, that was moving, and, we wanted to wait till after school because they got children, but to me, a few more days.
So we're good for June 9th? Okay.
And cleanup might be a good job for some of the folks that JD's brought out of jail before.
The inmate?
You mentioned something about an executive meeting, what's that about?
In our next council, if we want to, or I can meet with you guys, we need to discuss the ambulance service. We want to agree with, talk about the money part of it, we want to do that Friday.
Is that
We can go into executive session.
How is that legal?
KRS, are you going to cite for that, since it's an interlocal agreement, public document?
At this meeting, there's no executive session. It'd be at the next council.
No, I'm saying, what KRS are you going to cite to make an exemption that's not, it's in closed session?
Possible litigation.
Litigation about which?
Anyone within, local agreement, fighting against themselves.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good evening.
Thank you all for coming.
Well, I get
How's it going, kid? All right. Second reading.
We've got copies. Good to see you.
Yeah. You have to give the, back to each one comes up as an ordinance. You have to give 2 readings. All right, so.
Yeah, but down here, I'm
Then within 14 days, you're supposed to get either second reading or reading for.
I did, I hear you.
And our reading and strangle them, because now we have to make a sign of it, which is not very wise at all. And he's looking at proposed, that's work. So. Once it's assumed, that's what we sign, we function.
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Good to see you. Okay. No one's signing this. It's worth it over time. Oh, no, that's a steroid.
Well, I see a lot of that.